What is up? What is up, everybody? How we doing? Welcome, my people, mi gente. Today, of course, we're going to be talking about SF6 and the new trailer. We're not so new anymore. I'm late to the party. Well, actually, I've been in the party. I just didn't televise it. Televise it. What am I talking about? I didn't post it. Jesus, I'm old, dude. I'm old. Um, which is why I'm a fan of Terry Bogard. Um, Terry of the House Bogard, of the House McBogard. Um, he sounds, like a Highlander, kind of. but a very, very, very interesting trailer. A little bit of a history about Terry Bogard. Um, well, not his history, but like how I came to know about him. I used to play him in my PC. Um, back when I was younger, like in what 90, I'm gonna say 94 maybe 95. I forgot. Uh, yeah, and it was one of my favorite games. I never really mained Terry Bogard, but I was a fan of his character design. But even more so when I saw the anime, several animes of him, but I just forgot because it was such a long time ago. But I saw, I'm thinking it's three of them in total that I can remember. One of them was when he fought, I think it was Geese. That was the first one, or somebody that looks like Geese. Because later I found out that he's not actually Geese. He just kind of looks like him, or maybe he is. I forgot. I need to rewatch him. Um, and maybe I'll do like a video on them because it was such a long time ago that I forget the details. But I do remember there is things that get stuck to your head and they never leave you. And then when you go back and revisit it, it's not as, which I'm going to talk about today. It's not as you remember it. It's actually kind of kind of less epic, underwhelming. But you remember that the first time you saw that, you were like, "Wow, this guy's awesome." But now you look at the animation and you're like, "Man, this is kind of lame." I mean, compared to what the animation we have now with Dragon Ball Super and Chainsaw Man, all these other animes. The level of animation is just way, way, way better now, and that's part of the reason why this move here that he's doing just looks more better. Because a lot of people said, "Oh, that's not the Hadioku Seiken." I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's like a Japanese term. I think it's Kyoku Seiken, something like that. Kyoku Seiken. Which is the move that is his final move, which is awesome, dude. That move has always been embedded in my mind as his main move, and I never really seen it in any other, um, game where Terry Bogard has been in. Or maybe I'm wrong because I don't follow Kino Fighters that much as other people do. Um, but I know that Terry Bogart's in Kino Fighters, and um, excuse me, just burped. Just had some coffee. But anyways, um, yeah. See, so what was I saying? Jesus. By the way, guys, I just had some gummies, so I may be a little loosey goosey for a while here. Um, which is better than being uptighty. You know, like you have a finger up your hiney. Oh man, but yeah, Terry Bogart's always been a favorite of mine. And I like both of his um designs. Which, by the way, I've always said that SNK did it better than Street Fighter, because Street Fighter they've always tried to redesign or changed their main characters. But SNK, when it came to um, Mark of Garou, or no, Garou, Mark of the Wolf. Sorry, Mark of Garou. Um, they redesigned everybody and they introduced new main characters, and they were very successful. At least from what I can remember, they were very successful doing it, which is way more different than all of the attempts that Street Fighter had. Street Fighter tried to replace Ryu with Alex at one point, and they tried to replace him with who's the other guy? I think even at one point they even tried to replace him with Cody. You know, I don't know if that was real or not, but I actually remember. Maybe it's some kind of a Mandela effect. But I remember that they were trying to replace him with Cody for a little bit on Alpha 3, I believe. And yeah, because I remember the Alpha 3 Pro posters. I remember vaguely or very well that in the posters it was Cody busting through a wall, and then you had other characters like other Alpha characters um, that were specific to Alpha, and Cody was like he was like the big one, punching through the wall with his prisoner suit on, and he had like handcuffs. I thought he was a badass back then too, because he was like, and so I thought, to me, new characters are always not always, but I always prefer to see new faces or new, you know, updates and stuff like that. But a lot of people don't like that. A lot of people, and that's I think that's the reaction that usually people have when Street Fighter tries to change something or tries to do something new. Most of the fans don't like it. You know, protest, not actual protest, but they just don't like it. But I think SNK did it very well. Nobody said anything. I remember nobody really bitching about Terry Bogard having shorter hair and wearing a bomber suit. Um, and I remember, yeah, being like, yeah, this is what because they've always been doing that. Every time Street Fighter puts something out, SNK always tries to, especially when it comes to fighting games, SNK always tries to come up with something better or counter that in some kind of way, which is a good rivalry in my opinion, which has now become, well, has been a friendship for a while now, but this is, I guess, the new level of that with Terry Bogard being in SF6. But they've always, like, um, try to better the game, or copy each other, but or make their way of doing it. And I think, you know, Mark of Garou, Mark of the Wolf was kind of like, this is what you were really trying to do. That's basically what SNK was saying. This is how you really do it, which is in a way kind of waiting for your opponent to do something, and then you just say, "Oh, this is better," which is But I mean, everybody does shit differently, I guess. But SNK, for sure, SNK did it better than Street Fighter, and they did it a long time ago. Um, and yeah, so basically, what I was trying to say, it was their counter to Third Strike, and they did it better. SNK just did it better than Third Strike, for sure. Um, uh, but looking at this trailer here, you can see a lot of references in the back. You can see Joe, you can see Blue Mary, you got Poison in the back, kind of doing her thing, performing. Um, and this move here, it's very interesting. This is one of the moves that got me very interested because, like I said, I'm a bigger fan of Terry Bogard when it comes to, like, his move set and just the way he dresses. Like, his character design is, one of the best type character designs ever made. Um, both this one and the Garou one. But and mainly because of the anime. His gameplay. I'm not too versed in it. Because I never really, like I said, I never really mained him. Um, but what I do know is I know his moves because of the animations, because of the anime, and because he just is Terry Bogard. If you like fighting games, you know who Terry Bogard is, and from my opinion, he has the most special moves. Yeah, he has to be the one with the most special moves. He has power geyser, power wave. What is it? Uh, rising tackle. Um, bare knuckle. Buster Wolf. I mean, and the list goes on. There's another one where that one right there, I forgot it was called Crapshoot or something like that. It's so many moves, compared to, some of the other more classical ones that we know, like Ryu and Ken. They have like what, three, three, three special moves, and then that's about it. Each of them have like three special moves. Um, and then Akuma just has variations of that. So, but the thing is, how is Street Fighter gonna cope with that? And I think people have been asking the same question: how are they going to put all of those moves together? So, I'm thinking some of them are going to be put into target combos, or kind of like Rekka style um, um, combos, and they're gonna implement them in there, I think. Um, but you know, one of the moves that this one here, I think, from what I heard Maximilian say, you're gonna be able to, if you have level 3, right? If you have the bar enough for level 3, you're gonna be able to use each of those bars. Um, so basically, you're basically gonna do 3 level 1s, and that's going to be um, this triple geyser, right? Which is pretty cool. And I can't wait to see what people do with that, because that's an option. I'm pretty sure there's other options that that you're gonna be able to combo into or something like that, or combo after. Because some people are saying this is level 2. I think this is level 1, because there's no way that this is unless the first two are just one input. But if it's you inputting it in for each one, then it has to be a level 1, I think, because there'll be 1, 2, and then boom, 3. You know, but who knows? Maybe I'm just not an expert, I guess. Um, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. And this move here, this is the other one. The other one that's very interesting to me, because it reminds me of the movie. And people already said it, you know. And I was thinking about it. I was like, man, I gotta get this video out. But then everybody started talking about it, and I was like, okay, I guess I'm not the only one. This move, man, is so nostalgic to me, because it's the first time I became a fan of Terry Bogard, even though I had already played the game. And I had already played King of Fighters and stuff like that. Um, King of Fighters is big in Mexico, and then that's where I actually discovered King of Fighters and Terry Bogard. Um, and and yeah, this guy's awesome. But as I was saying, this move here, it takes me back to the first time I thought Terry Bogard was the coolest thing ever. Because I watched the anime, and I remember, because I mean, we all knew who Rio was by then, and we all knew who Ken was, and they have their moves, right? And everybody, oh, those are awesome. But then when I saw this move, I was like, this guy could probably beat Ken and Rio for sure, just because of that move. And I don't know why I thought that. I guess in my head, I just imagined what was going on. But I was looking back at the anime, as I was saying before, and I was trying to see um, if I was wrong. And then I realized that a lot of the stuff that we used to watch back then, it wasn't that good. And not only was it not that good, it was like, I mean, it was okay. I'm not saying that it was like horrible or whatever. But like, for example, this in my head, in my memory, looked way better. Like, I remember thinking this was the shit. Like this guy is. And then when he did that, like the spin where I was like, this guy literally turned into a tornado or some shit. And I remember thinking, yeah, this guy for sure beats, this special move is way better than, the Hadouken, Tatsu, and all of those. But the thing is, I'm looking at it right now, and I'm looking at the animations, especially the special move is what I'm looking at the most. And I realized that it's not even like most of it was me just imagining what was going on inside the tornado. That's really what it was. Like, he just did the thing, and then look, this is what happens. He just gets picked up by the tornado. He stops, and then the guy just ends up falling behind him. And when I saw that, I was like, wait, that's it? And then I realized, yeah, most of that shit, I was just making it up in my head. Like, but the good thing about this is they actually show you what's going on inside the tornado, I guess, which is awesome for me personally. I don't know. It just when I saw that, I was like, yeah, I remember this move. And then I went back and I looked at it. And I was like, this is nothing like that move. This is way. I mean, this is way better what Street Fighter did. Which, in my opinion, that's the same feeling that I got when I first saw it here when I was a kid. But really, that was just my imagination, just making up the stuff that this animation wasn't really doing. Um, which is crazy. It's always cool to look back at things that you saw a long time ago when you were a kid and re-explore it. And I mean, I'm not like I said, I'm not saying that this art sucks or anything like that, but like this here in particular, just in my head looked way better. you know. And I remember the impact that made in me too. I remember, starting to draw Terry Bogard, and trying to draw characters like him and stuff like that that looked cool. And that was when I started to turn more into like, as far as my art goes, I started to draw more, I guess, Americanized things because in my mind, I always thought that heroes had to be, um, I guess, Asian looking for some reason because I grew up on, like I said, Ryu and even Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat, most of those guys aren't dressed like regular people. But Terry Bogard, that's the impact he made on me personally, was that he was a Street Fighter and he had all these moves, but he was just a regular dude from Texas, by the way. He's Texan. For those of you that don't know, I heard somebody on Instagram. I mean, what is it? Twitter X, sorry. Say that he was from Florida. I was like, man, you bugging, bro. You smoking dictation. Uh, Assaultation. I just saw a video with somebody saying assaultation, which is hilarious. But anyways, yeah, that's pretty much the impact it made on me. And Terry Bogard is pretty much just like Ryu, from what I read online, on the on the Street Fighter 6 page. Excuse me. Yeah, he's pretty much Ryu, but he's just cooler, and just awesome looking. He hates cigarettes. He likes fast food, just like me. He likes video games, just like me. 6 feet tall, not like me at all. Actually, 5'9". Probably shorter now because I'm older. Um, Weight 170. 170. That's about the same as Rio and Ken, I think. I believe. Which, by the way, he's bigger. Okay, look at him. Think about it. He's 6 feet tall with that muscle. There's no way, dude. There's no way. But whatever, Street Fighter, I guess. Because they know what they're talking about. I think he's probably like 210. Yeah, maybe like 210. By the way, guys, I was thinking. And this is just may not be interesting to you guys, but I wanted live action Fatal Fury. And so I went on this app and I tried to see if AI could help me see what that would look like. Because the thing about Terry Bogard is like he has that big ass ponytail, right? And that to me, not a lot of people could pull that off. A lot of people look like nerds when they do it. You know, like they're about to pull out a sword and start um, larping freaking Highlander. Like they always have that ponytail, bro. They always have that long ass ponytail, and they kind of like walk around like, yeah, I'm pulling it off. And it's like, nah, bro, you're not pulling it off, not at all. And why do you have a sword, by the way? And why are you wearing a trench coat? But I'm sorry, I just remembered a guy. But anyways, yeah, I don't think very many people could pull it off. You know, it takes a certain type of dude, and it's a very specific dude that can't do that. That you don't find that often. But what you can do is like AI was thinking just like me, maybe shorten his hair a little bit and give him like a mullet. I think Terry Bogard is a mullet kind of guy. You know what I mean? I don't know what you guys think. I know some of you guys are probably mad at me right now, but I think that's what he looks like. And yeah, I was thinking about something like Roadhouse maybe. You know, to give the movie Roadhouse vibes. Um, and yeah, I put up different actors to see if AI could kind of make a picture, but I don't agree with AI. I think um AI likes Giga Chat, um like exaggerated, like almost like Norwegian looking like people. Like these guys, most of the people that AI produces look like freaking Thor for some reason. They don't look normal to me, but I think the perfect actor, personally, I think would be this guy, which I forgot his name. Damn, what's his name? It's not Channing Tatum. Jesus, man. Not Chet. Who's Chet? Who's Chet? I was gonna say Chet something. Oh man, he was in Barbie too. Golly. See that's why you shouldn't be on gummies before you start making these videos. But yeah, this guy. Ryan Gosling. It's right there. Thank you, poster. Thank you, poster. It says Ryan Gosling, and the other guy is Christian Scott Thomas. I don't know who that guy is, but this guy, Ryan Gosling, he should be for sure Terry Bogard. I think we should get working on that now. And SNK, they got the backing of I think if I'm not mistaken, they got the backing of some Saudi oil. And listen, I don't agree with a lot of the stuff they do, but I'm selfish. I want a Terry Bogard movie. Maybe call it Fatal Fury. Maybe call it Knockout Festival or something like that. I don't know. With Ryan Gosling as Terry Bogard. And that is my final take for the video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm sorry I forgot Ryan Gosling's name. Um, every time and this may be racist, and I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. Every time I see, every time I see a white actor, and I know this isn't true because they're very talented. Ryan Gosling, one of my favorite, even though I forgot his name. He is one of my favorite for sure. I like Drive. I like this one. This is Only God Forgives, I believe, or something like that. Yeah, Only God Forgives. Yeah. And what else do I like? I didn't enjoy Barbie that much, but it was good. Then you got The Gray Man. What else you got? point is, I know who Ryan Gosling is. I just had a gummy, and I think I'm gonna blame it on the gummy, guys. That's what I'm gonna do. My bad memory and the fact that I forget everybody's names. Um, yeah, that's what I think, guys. You guys let me know, and I like the vibes um of this movie because of the neon lights and stuff like that. And Ryan Gosling, he's always been in movies like this, by the way. For some reason, the whole 90s vibes, he has it down. And that's what I think a Fatal Fury movie should be. Something between Roadhouse and Bloodsport, and with touches of like Drive and Only God Forgives. Just mix all of those, put a little bit of sprinkle some fighting game on there, and you're good to go. Susa Gusu Go. All right, that's it. Goodbye.